Across the UK, mental health has become the defining issue of our time. Suicide rates are now at their highest since 1999, and 1 in 6 adults are prescribed antidepressants, double what it was just over a decade ago. Behind those numbers are real people, colleagues, family members, and friends, trying to cope in an increasingly pressurized world. We live in a society that never switches off, constant screens, deadlines, and expectations. Yet, despite all this connectivity, millions feel isolated, anxious, or overwhelmed. That's why mental health first aid training isn't a luxury anymore, it's a necessity. It teaches people how to recognize when someone is experiencing poor mental health, how to start a conversation that could save a life, and just as importantly, how to protect their own well-being. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. But let's talk about why this training is absolutely essential in the workplace, not just for compassion's sake, but for performance, productivity, and profit. According to the Health and Safety Executive, more than 875,000 people in the UK experienced work-related stress, depression, or anxiety in the last year alone. That's nearly half of all work-related ill health and more than half of all working days lost. The Deloitte UK Mental Health Report found that poor mental health costs employers £51 billion a year through absenteeism, presenteeism, and staff turnover. And when you add the wider cost to the economy, NHS treatment, benefits, and lost tax revenue, it's closer to £110 billion every year. Here's the part that too many organisations miss. This isn't just a well-being issue, it's a culture issue. Workplaces that invest in people's mental health see a direct financial return. Deloitte found that for every £1 spent on mental health initiatives, there's an average £4.70 return through higher productivity, lower absence, and improved retention. That's not just good ethics, that's good business. Because the truth is simple, you cannot have a healthy, successful, flourishing, profitable organisation without healthy, happy people. A toxic or stressed culture drains innovation, it drives talent away, it silences honesty. But a psychologically safe culture, where people feel seen, supported, and valued, is one where creativity and loyalty thrive. Gallup's global research shows that employees who feel their organisation genuinely cares about their well-being are 3 times more engaged, more productive, and far more likely to stay long-term. Mental health first aid training helps build that culture from the inside out. It equips staff and leaders with the awareness, the language, and the confidence to talk about mental health properly, not just react when it's too late. And crucially, it teaches self-care, how to recognize your own warning signs, manage stress, and stay balanced so that you can bring your best self to work and life. This is not just about helping others, it's about protecting yourself, your team, and the collective well-being of your organization. If physical first aid helps in moments of crisis, mental health first aid helps in the months leading up to one, where real prevention happens. The most forward-thinking organizations know that good mental health is not an expense, it's an investment in people, in performance, and in long-term sustainability. And in a world where 1 in 6 adults rely on antidepressants just to get through the week, doing nothing is no longer an option. Mental health first aid isn't just about saving lives, it's about building workplaces and a society where people can truly live them. Because no business, no team, and no leader can thrive when people are silently breaking inside. Healthy culture, healthy people, healthy profit, that's the future worth investing in.